Hello everyone! Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV Online! I hope you all are as excited as I am to get back into it and have some fun and do a bunch of different things. I did want to pick up some crafters and gatherers tonight. But I'm also reconsidering that and wondering if I should wait until we unlock mounts, because then it would be easier to get around. So I don't know. There's also 2 dungeons still to do in the story before we get a little bit of a lapse. And I'm a little concerned about wanting to run those before the patch drops, because then people are going to be doing nothing but running the new raids. So I think we're going to do some story, and then we'll see where we're at. So let's talk to Batterin. Aye, such a task was on the books. Was, mind. I'm afraid that ship has already sailed, friend. Hi. Ah, might you be the adventurer who accepted the job of investigating Tasha? Yes? It would seem that ship has not only sailed, but now returns to harbor, none the worse for its voyage. A pity. We dragged our boots too long on this one. No matter. The wheel will turn and our chance will come. You are right, of course. But there shall be no rest till we have attained our goal, lofty though it may be. Not a wink of sleep, great leader. Our aim, lest you wonder, is to perform such feats of heroism as will earn us a place in the songs of every alehouse in Eorzea. We mean to write a legend which will inspire adventurers as yet unborn to follow our shining example. Do you have such a goal? Large or small, it matters not. Only have a star to reach and you will reach higher. Purpose can sustain you through times of hardship. Keep your eye on the prize and all obstacles will be overcome in time. You would not think to stride into battle unclad, would you? Well, goals are as arms and armor for the spirit. I wish you fortune in your endeavors, milady. Bye. Back then, are ya? With all your limbs and a tale to tell, I wager? So it turns out there were pirates, and Sahagin, and a bunch of other stuff. Fishbacks! And there I was thinking you'd only have to crack a pirate skull or 3. 7 hells you turn your back for 5 bloody minutes and the scaly bastards have set up shop on your bleeding doorstep. Still, sounds like you left them in pieces, so I don't suppose they'll be carrying out whatever mischief they was planning. Unless they was planning on feeding themselves to the fauna of Tasha, of course. Hello, Eli! Any road, all's well that ends well. On behalf of Limsa, I thank you for shedding some light on this mystery. You've lived up to your reputation, and I couldn't ask for no more than that. Now, I'll bet you're dying for a rest, but just in case you're not, I was wondering if you might be interested in taking on another job. It so happens I've had a request from our sister guild in Gridania, you see. Seems the forest folk are in need of a venturer that can get things done. For him to ask for help like this, you can bet the task won't be no skip through a sunny glade. But after the way you dealt with our fishback infestation, I doubt it's anything you can't handle. Give us a shout when you're ready and I'll lay it out for you. Party Finder's unlocked. Woo! It's still not going to help me with the early dungeons. Tell me what you need me to do, Batterin. Ready to hear about that job, then? Like I said, the request comes from our sister guild in Gridania. And that's all I know. But whatever it is you get asked to do, I somehow doubt it'd pose any trouble for a venturer to survive the bedlam in Tasha. If you think you might be interested, you'll want to have words with Mother Mayune, me counterpart in Gridania. Good luck, lass. I know who Mayune is. I wanted to hit return, like Gridania was my return point, and then I remembered that I started this character in Olda. Because Gridania's kind of where I usually start. Because I usually play Archer. I could pick up Archer while I'm here, but... Ooh, it's crowded today. Everybody's excited about the patch. I'm going the wrong way. Patch drops Tuesday, so I'm probably going to give 14 a break after tonight. Just because everybody's going to be running the new raids and everything. And then I'll pick it up in a couple weeks when I think I'll get more luck getting into dungeons. But getting into the early dungeons is a pain in the ass anyway. Hello, Mayune. Take a seat wherever you like, friend. A waitress will come to and take your... Oh, not here to dine? Dare I hope that you're the adventurer Badarin sent word about? You are! The matron be praised. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Mayune, and the Carline Canopy is my place. With regard to the task in question, there is a fair bit to tell. Let me know when you're ready to hear the details, and I shall brief you. There's going to be a new patch. It is patch 7.5. There's going to be some new raids, probably a little bit more story where they're starting to set up the lead into EVERCOLD, which means another dungeon or two. And then I know we're getting the update to Party Finder, and I know we're getting a couple other things that I'm super excited about. But the update to Party Finder is starting in Japan as like a beta test. They're going to make sure it works, and then they're going to roll it out for the other regions. Ready for that briefing? Good. Now then, here's the long and short of it. Beg pardons for interrupting, Mayune, but our need grows ever more pressing. Have none stepped forward? Ah, good day to you, Good day to you too, Lord. Your need must be pressing indeed for you to honor us with a visit. The good news is your journey hasn't been wasted. I'm pleased to report that we have a volunteer at last, and one who comes highly recommended at that. It's all stuff I can't do yet, because even my main character isn't up to that point in the story. My main character is at the start of Dawn Trail, but I'm waiting to run through it with Hana on my alt, because I want to experience the story for the first time with him. I also am thinking of moving my main over to Ether. And then this character is nowhere near ready. My thanks for answering the call, friend. My name is Lewin, and I lead the men and women of the God's Quiver. Now time is of the essence, so I shall proceed directly to the heart of the matter. We wish for you to nip a potential threat to Gridania in the bud. Beneath the central shroud there lies an underground burial site called the Tamtara Deepcroft. The place was once a Gelmoran settlement, but we Gridanians have long interred our dead there. Of late, however, shadowy figures have been seen skulking about the Deepcroft, and with ever-increasing regularity. Based on the accounts of various witnesses, we suspect that these individuals belong to the Lambs of Dalamud, a doomsday cult which sprung up prior to the calamity. These zealots have proven themselves dangerous in the past, and we leave them to their own devices at our peril. Ordinarily, I would have dispatched my best men to scour the Deepcroft with orders to flush the cultists out. Alas, the calamity decimated our ranks, and the limited forces at my disposal are constantly required to keep the Ixal at bay. The birdmen have grown restless of late, and I fear a storm may be brewing. In anticipation of this, I have been compelled to spread our forces throughout the Twelveswood, lest we be taken unawares. The situation so being, we must turn to others to deal with the Lambs of Dalamud. Can we rely on you to undertake this task, friend? You have my gratitude. Once you've seen to your preparations, pray make your way to the Deepcroft, and identify yourself to the guard posted at the entrance. He will apprise you of the latest developments. That is all. Be careful out there, you hear? May the crystal guide you and keep you. Okay. The other thing that I'm super excited about is the color picker that they're going to be putting in for like hair and eyes and skin tone, so it'll be easier to make my character's hair color and eye color match my model. Alright, we are going to a place I haven't been to before, I don't think. We want to go to Bent Branch Meadows, which is this way. can't wait till I get mounts back. I miss my bike. I am seeing a lot of new players all of a sudden though, so that makes me happy. I'm sure we're getting an uptick in players because of the FanFest streams. Who saw Iron Mouse perform at FanFest? Holy fuck, is she awesome. I was not expecting that. She didn't do any of my favorite songs, but she said she wanted to. But she had to kind of cut it down to 3 songs, and there were a lot of songs she wanted to do. I would have liked to see her do Dragon Song. I also would have loved to see her do Flow. Part of me kind of hopes that we're going to get her covers as orchestrion roles in, or sorry, orchestration roles in the game. Orchestration roles are these items that you can get that you can add to kind of a, where is the aetherite? Where's the aetherite? There it is. That you can kind of add to, when you have an in-game apartment or house, you can get an orchestration player. And you can play the songs in your room or in your house, if you have a house. Unfortunately, to get an apartment, you need to be a 3rd lieutenant in your Grand Company. That might be wrong. I know you have to be at a certain point in your Grand Company. And then it costs like 300,000 gil. Which isn't hard to make. If you're selling stuff on the market board and you're actually, like, leveling up your crafters and stuff. We're just gonna sprint. We're not far. If I can at least get the first 3 dungeons out of the way, I'll be happy. And then we can start building our gatherers. And I'll probably pick up Botanist, Fisher, and Culinarian. Fisher's one of the oh, hello, you 3. Fisher's one of the easiest to level. Hello. You're Sakino Kage, I take it? Thanks for helping us out, friend. No doubt the Bow Lord has already informed you, but your task is to enter the Deepcroft and purge it of the lambs of Dalamud. In case you're unfamiliar with them, the cult emerged shortly before the Calamity put an end to the 6th Astral Era. The cultists took the Lesser Moon Dalamud for their god, believing that it would deliver them from the devastation. And so they were rather disappointed when Dalamud exploded into 1,000 flaming pieces before it could complete its descent. Now, having seen their god turn to ash, one would think that the cultists might feel moved to question their faith. On the contrary, it served only to stoke the flames of their fanaticism. The Lambs of Dalamud are convinced that heretics, that is to say everyone but them, interfered with the coming of their Lord and Savior, and that it's now their sacred duty to avenge him. Whatever it is they're doing in the Deepcroft, you may be sure that no good will come of it. For the sake of Gridania and Eorzea at large, put an end to their madness. Okay, let's see if we can get into this dungeon with actual people. I would like to get into it with actual people. Can I do the next class quest? I think I can. So let's queue up the dungeon. Let's see. No, not duty support. I want duty finder. Duty finder. Tamtara Deepcroft. Okay, we're gonna leave that to do its thing. And while we're waiting, we will go back to Ul'dah. And we will run the next class quest. Let's see here. Biggest thing is I want to get to Vesper Bay so that I can unlock glamours and the glamour chest. so that I can wear something that is not this atrocious outfit. I almost considered buying something off the Mog Station today just to get out of this outfit. Hello, Hammond. Oh, it's you. Kage, I'm sorry, but I don't have anything to teach you, if I ever did at all. You're far better off training under Chichuto. You'll find her over yonder. Just leave me be. Chichuto. Ah! That was faster than I expected. Well, I guess we're going into the dungeon. Maybe? Yes, we're going into the dungeon. I wonder if any of these people will one day find themselves in my stream. I'm so happy to have real people. This will go so much faster. Did we not have a... We do not have a bard to Peloton anything. What do we have? We have a scholar. Are you an astrologian? I think you might be an astrologian. I don't recognize that symbol. It looks like astrologian. I think they've changed a lot of the symbols. Yes, you're an astrologian. I don't want to like advertise myself and be like, hey guys, I'm streaming. Because I feel like that's really pretentious. I like the tank. The tank's name is Hank Tank. You're good, Mr. Hank Tank. We're all keeping up. Yeah, I know how loot works. Oh god, the tank's gonna die. I'm in trouble. Someone please res the tank. Oh, we're in trouble. And I'm dead. That was fun. I don't know how new any of these players are. So I'm trying not to get bitchy. Well, Hank's got the sprout symbol mixed with him. I really gotta remember how to turn that off. Because I am not a sprout. Little playa? I appreciate that. I will do that after the dungeon. Also, welcome to the stream. So for the people who are only just joining this stream, I have other characters. I just started a new one for stream. I've been playing this game a while. But I wanted to run through the whole story rather than just starting at where I was on my main, because my main's at the start of Dawn Trail. Hank has realized his limit and is slowing down a little bit. Or is trying to match the healer. I also keep forgetting to use my chakra. Guess we're doing it. Good? Everybody ready? Are we on the same page now? Can't turn that one off yet, Hank. Gotta go a little bit further. mind flayer. Suddenly we're in PG-3. Didn't even get to use the helmet break. Okay, we're going to... I'm gonna give it to Hank. He did really well. Oh, okay. You let me take it. Well, we're here. Might as well pick this up. But first... There we go. I was so hopeful that seeing you improve in leaps and bounds would spur Master Hammond out of his doldrums. Seems more must be done. Perhaps the end result is not so important as the manner in which you get there. In other words, if you were to train precisely as Master Hammond once did, overcome the self-same challenges that he did in his youth, I dare say it would stoke the fires of his fighting spirit. Listen well, Kage. Master once told me that he used to refine his combinations by provoking deadly creatures into unleashing their fury upon him. For this purpose, he often went to the southern part of Drybone to fight the hornet clouds there. To this day, the tree trunks that he struck to stir the vile kin from their hives bear the mark of his fists. I want you to seek out these trees and do as Master Hammond once did. Strike them with a bootshine combo and fight the hornet clouds that emerge. Once you have felled enough of the creatures to collect 3 of their stingers, return here and present them to Master Hammond. They will remind him of better days, I'm sure of it. Okay. I haven't been to Camp Drybone? Oh, okay. Thought I had. Alright. Time to explore. Not really. I know where I'm going. I'm also really excited for the changes they're going to make to dailies and make them like weeklies instead. So that people like, you know, Hana, who has to work, and me, who has a crazy stream schedule, will at least not have to spend hours and hours on this game to get what we want and to get all the gear that we need. I'm gonna hit the ether right over here just so I can get it. I do have some better gear though. I will grab that. And let's just save that. Where are we going? This way. I don't want to be in the Fate. I'm not interested in the Fate. Oh, hello. There's the next one. Oh God, hello. Goodbye. I did not need you in my face. I don't need you in my face either. Fuck off. I'm in the middle of something. Bad dog. Was that all of them? Cool, I'm going back. There's so many people. Well, it is evening on a Sunday. Hammond! Hammond! Have some stingers. What is it now? Can't you leave a feeble old man in peace? Those balls, these are hornet stingers. You trained as I once did out in Drybone? Those hornet clouds were right pesky buggers. A fair lost count of the times they stung me, though I remember the, places well enough. Pain was nigh unbearable, but I always stood my ground. The memories of my younger days come flooding back. What I wouldn't give to relive them. Kage, I want you to fight me. Right here, right now. Make me remember what it's like to be young again, and to have nothing to lose and everything to gain. I mean, if that's what you want. Okay, that didn't feel fair at all. I feel kind of bad, actually. Oh, are we fighting again? I mean, okay. Have you no respect for the elderly? You asked me to fight you! I love how his level's just going up and up. Like it's going to make a difference. Apparently this is my life now. Are we done? Are you gonna get up again? Gods, I haven't felt this invigorated since forever. When I'm fighting you, it's as though I'm fighting my younger self. Mayhap there's still hope for these old bones. I'll make my comeback yet. See if I don't. What are you doing, old man? Learning how to walk? You're Wegfar Wideaxe. What kind of name is that? I ain't none called me that in ages. Nay, not since the day you defeated me on the Blood Sands. I gave up prize fighting after that for the humiliation, but wasn't long till I found a place in Alacrin. Your boy Rurukuta works for me now. Imagine me surprised when I learned he used to train under the mighty Holy Fist. But Holy Fist ain't nothing but a name these days, so I'm told. How do you sleep at night knowing how flaccid you've become? Of course, if you're having trouble nodding off, you could always try a whiff of somnus. I'll even give you a complimentary sample. But like it's not a doddering old sort like you won't ever wake up again. Shut your mouth, Wegfar, or I'll shut it for you. Now, let's be civilized for a moment, eh? We're old friends after all, and friends help each other out. You mentioned making a comeback just now. If you're serious about it, I'd be glad to lend a helping hand. By way of motivating you, how's about we have us a rematch? Of course, it'd take place in public, just like old times. Oh, and there should be a fitting purse as well. Let's say the winner gets the pugilist skill. What? That's ridiculous! Master, you're not obligated to take him up on this. Ah, this must be your little nursemaid. Rest assured, after I've taken over the guild, I'll keep her on as me personal assistant. Yeah, ha, ha. You're gonna make me fight him, aren't you? Do you really mean to fight him? Have no fear, Chuchuta. Chuchuto, I can read. Master. Kage, I don't mean to put undue pressure on you, but the fate of the guild rests upon your shoulders. Ah! I don't believe this! Listen to me, Chuchuto. I know I can do this. I just need Kage to keep getting stronger, as she's been doing so far. Fighting her reminds me of who I used to be. I'm confident I can be that man again. Just let me fight him. I'll kick his fucking ass. If you're feeling apprehensive about this rematch business, I don't blame you. I'm not blind to reality. If I were to face Wigfar as I am now, I'd be down for the count in a matter of heartbeats. If not lying dead in a pool of my own blood. But I'm determined to win, and I can with your help. Your presence sets my fighting spirit to raging, Kage. So keep at your training. I promise to do the same. When you've grown stronger, return here and we'll both continue our lessons. Okay. Alright, we're going back to Mayune. And then I believe it's Copperbell Mines. There's so many people! Welcome back, Kage. I'm reliably informed that your foray into the deep craft was a success. Nor did I expect anything less. Badarin's ringing endorsement left me in little doubt as to your capabilities. Even so, you are to be commended. Lord Lewin asked me to pass on his thanks. I must say it's something of a relief to be able to call upon such a capable adventurer. Sadly, death has become an ever more common occurrence within our fraternity of late. Times being what they are, the guild is constantly inundated with petitions, and we are hard-pressed to find enough hands to deal with them all. While this means no shortage of work for the able souls such as yourself, excuse me, it also provides ample opportunity for the inexperienced to overreach themselves, with predictable consequences. As if to illustrate the point. Aver's gone, and it's all your fault. If it hadn't taken you an age to heal him, he would still be alive. But I tried. He bolted out of range before I could finish the spell. He shouldn't have been so hard-pressed in the first place. We should have done more to lighten his burden. Bah, to hell with this pathetic excuse for a party. I'm leaving, and it'll be too soon if I never see your faces again. Goodbye and good riddance. Oh, that's a girl. I'm leaving as well. I doubt this comes as any surprise, but I never liked you. I only suffered you for your healing, but you couldn't even do that one thing right. Cruel though this may sound, you brought this upon yourself. Oh, and by way of some parting advice, get rid of Aver's head. Bury it, cremate it, do whatever the hells you like with it. But for God's sake, stop carrying it around. It's just get rid of it, all right? Wait, don't leave me alone. Please. I'm so sorry, Ava. Please forgive me. What did I just witness? Scenes like this have become all too common. That makes 12 times in half as many days. Now you see why I'm grateful for adventurers of your experience. I can send women like you on a mission without worrying that you might not return. Well, not so much as at any rate. Speaking of missions, I would entrust you with another. About a bell ago, I received a message from my counterpart in Uldar. She seeks the services of a reliable adventurer, and you are nothing if not reliable. If you think you would be interested in this task, say the word, and I will be glad to share the details with you. So, you're not averse to taking a little trip. Wonderful. As I mentioned earlier, the request comes to us from the Adventurers Guild in Uldar. Once you arrive, seek out Momodi, the proprietress of the Quicksand. Think of her as the Sultanate's version of myself. Chances are she'll send you into the midst of danger, but I have every confidence that you will pull through unscathed. Now off you go, Kage, and good luck. Oh, I already used return. God, I wish I could stop yawning. I don't know why I'm so tired. I went to bed at a pretty decent time last night. We want to go this way. Oh, hello. You are not Leroy Jenkins. Don't even try it. Welcome to the Quicksand, friend. I'm a tad busy right now. If you wouldn't mind showing yourself to... Oh, it's you, Kage. And there I was, spouting the same tired line. Mayuno sent word that you'd be reporting for duty. She also made a point of calling you the adventurer of the moment. That ain't no small praise coming from her. But you didn't come all the way here to listen to my prattle. Doubtless you're eager to get started, so let's talk business, shall we? Hey, level 24! The petitioner ought to be arriving any moment now. Gods almighty, another second under that sun and I would have been set afire. A tankard of ale if you would be so kind. Papashan! Excellent timing, Papashan. It just so happens the adventurer who will be handling your petition is here. Oh? Well, if it isn't my good friend Kage. It does my spirit well to know that you are the one who will be helping us. Mayhap you'd like to apprise Kage of her mission? Yes, of course. The petition in question was submitted by an acquaintance of mine at Amagina and Sons Mineral Concern. It relates to an unfortunate development at Copperbell Mines. To be plain, giants have seized control of the place. These giants are of the clan known as the Hecatoncheires. Fearsome creatures who were sealed within the deepest depths of the mines during the bygone Thorn Dynasty. Alas, it seems they have managed to break through the layer of rock which served to imprison them, and now prowl the tunnels where the miners ply their trade. The creatures are justifiably angry about their treatment at the hands of our ancestors, and their presence has forced the suspension of all mining activities on the site. No wonder they're angry. Didn't the Thorn Dynasty come to an end over 300 years ago? You know your history well, milady. The people of that age used the Hecatoncheires to work their mines. By way of enchanted helms, they were able to bind the ferocious creatures to their will. But as is oft the way in such tales, these enchantments eventually failed, and the slaves rose up against their masters. In a desperate bid to contain the unbridled fury of the Hecatoncheires, our ancestors induced the collapse of the mine's lowermost levels. So it was that the Great Giant Revolt was ended, buried beneath 100,000 tons of rock. Well now, that's got me thinking. I seem to recall there being an article about Copperbell in the Mythralia a fortnight or so ago. It said the mines were being reopened so as to meet the rise in demand for building materials. Like as not, our boys dug a bit too deep and freed the giants. It's Helm's Deep all over again. Gods, to think the poor creatures are still alive and kicking after 3 centuries. That's a long time to nurse a grudge. They must be seething. Indeed, and that makes them a danger to us all. There will be no mining at Copperbell so long as they remain. For the sake of both peace and prosperity, they must be subdued. This is the task which we would have you undertake. I'll not deny that the mission will be rife with danger, but our need is great, and so I beg you, put an end to this sorry business. Gods bless you. I feared you might have reservations, but I assure you it is for the best. In case you don't know, Copperbell mines are in Western Thanalan. Do take care, you hear? Ah, and one last thing before you depart. An employee of Omagina & Sons is presently at the quicksand. The fellow's name is Painted Mesa, and he knows Copperbell mines well. It may behoove you to seek his counsel. Alright, off to our 3rd dungeon to start the game. We are going to Western Thanalan. That's what she said, right? Oh wait, Painted Mesa was right there. I am a dumbass. It's fine. We have the Etherite tickets to spare. I did not see you behind me. Looking for Painted Mesa? You found him. So you're the adventurers volunteered to deal with the mess down in Copperbell, are you? You've got guts, miss. I just hope you've got skills to go with them. 'Cause things ain't pretty down there. The hecatoncheires have left the place in a right state, and nary a week after mining resumed. I don't know if you know this, but Copperbell was old when the Second Old Dynasty was still young, and it was abandoned centuries ago. If it hadn't been for the shortage of materials needed for the rebuilding effort, the concern would never have thought to reopen it. We knew full well about the giants beforehand, but the project went ahead anyway. I mean, nothing could possibly survive being buried under a mountain's worth of rock for 3 centuries, right? Wrong. Our miners dug up more than they bargained for. One swing of the pickaxe too many, and they found themselves in the company of giants. Unless we can subdue them, the nation's glorious recovery will grind to a halt for want of aught to build with. The stone torches are keeping watch over the entrance in case the giants fancy some sunlight and fresh air. One of them will be able to show you the way in. The hope of the nation's resting on you, friend. Best of luck. Okay, now we can go to Horizon. Alright. Let's get a move on. There's been an incident inside Copperbell Mines. We are here to ensure that its effects are contained, but for your own safety I suggest you stay well away from here. What? You're the adventurer who's volunteered to quell the hecatoncheires? I didn't think the Papashan would be able to find someone so quickly, if at all. The giants are content to wreak havoc inside the mines for now, but it's only a matter of time before they think to come outside. The sooner you see to them, the better. Make ready as best you can and enter at will. Alright, let's see if we can get into Copperbell. Alright, let's see how long this takes. Hopefully it will take as quickly as it did before. Especially with the number of people on tonight. But we will see. God, I wish I wasn't so tired. I have no idea why I'm so tired. I slept fine last night. Hello, Vril. Thank you for stopping by. It's so good to see you. We're trying to get into a dungeon. Is there anything on my hunt log that's in this area? I would love that if you'd be willing, Taurus. I'm on Zalera, if that helps. I'll hop out so that you can come party with me and then we can get in. Oh, you're already here. That's awful nice of you. That was so much faster. Thank you so much. Sorry, trying not to pan the camera in on Bunny Girl, but I'm trying to be respectful. But she's so tall. It'd help if I was pushing the right button. Why do I remember there being ads in this fight? Has this fight changed? I figured. It's been a long time since I've done this dungeon. Oh god. That's different. I remember having to blow this thing up several times until it fell apart into smaller slimes so that we could kill it faster. I'll tell you how long it's been since I've done this dungeon. Thank you so much, Taurus. I really appreciate the help getting into queue. I'm gonna break the party so you don't have to sit here and babysit me. Alright, back to Painted Mesa. Again, I really appreciate the help. We have a whole group in our Discord that plays, I will real quick grab the Discord link if you would like to join. There's a bunch of us that play 14. I will just post that in the chat for you if you are interested in joining. There's a whole bunch of us. Eventually I'm going to move this character over to Ether. It's just when I started streaming it, there was no room on Ether and I didn't want to spend the entire stream waiting to get in. But I'm usually on Midgard-Sormer. Either on, well, the only character I have on Midgard-Sormer right now is my alt Serenity, but I also have a couple characters on Seraph that I'm going to be moving to Ether. There's a long story as to why those characters are on Seraph. I don't know if I want to get into it live, though. Oh, the Conqueror of Copperbell returns. Thanks to you, our mining operations can resume and Ul'dah will have the materials she needs to rebuild. The entire nation's in your debt, friend. I'll share the good tidings with Papashan the next time I see him. As for you, you'll want to report to Momodi. It'll do the woman well to see you alive and in one piece. No! Shut your mouth, you thieving little swine! You stole from me. Don't even think to deny it. Please, sir, I didn't steal nothing. I bought this. Pay for it with me own coin. What rot. You refugees are all the same. Couldn't afford a maggoty mole meat, much less a choice cut of dodo. I'm going to say it one more time. Give back what you stole or I'll make you wish you never set foot in this town. By rights, I should turn you over to the brass blades, you know. Help keep the streets safe for law-abiding citizens. But I'm a reasonable man. If you agree to serve me in whatever capacity I require, the authorities needn't hear of your crime. Ah, okay. But I ain't done nothing wrong. 12 is me witness. Please, adventurer, help me. I beg of you. I swear on me mother's grave I didn't steal nothing. I bought this with the coin I saved. I only wanted to treat me children to a decent meal. Yeah, fuck off. Who the hell are you when you're at home? This dog's master? I've had enough of this mama's farce. You lot teach him a lesson. Fucker. Oh, we're going pugilist versus pugilist. I started on Solera when I first started playing. And then there was some issues with the FC that I was in. And the person that I was close friends with in that FC decided to move to Seraph and start another FC. And it was me, that person, and Izumi, who's also on the channel. And that FC turned to shit as well. And then I stopped playing for like a year because, first of all, we couldn't afford it after I had surgery because there was a bunch of shit going on with the insurance. But also I was just kind of afraid to go back to it when that person was kind of an asshole about everything. But I recently started playing again with Hana, and I missed it, so I'm glad I came back. I have an itch on my back and I can't reach it. I ain't getting paid enough for this. Hey, where else do you think you're going? Thank you, kind adventurer. Thank you thrice over. Ow. There's the headache. I don't mind Seraph, it's just hard to get into dungeons on Seraph. I'm already constantly bringing my main over to Ether as it is to get into dungeons, so at this point I might as well move her. I started an FC on Ether, but there's only like 3 of us. I swear there were more refugees than when I last looked. You wouldn't be mistaken. It's been 5 years since the calamity. Why are they only coming here now? It's simple, really. While a number of hamlets survived the immediate aftermath of the calamity, many were no longer able to support their communities. The residents found their lands had either been rendered barren or cut off from trade routes, and problems like those aren't easily solved. Though they tried to make the best of it, it was only a matter of time before they were forced to abandon their homes and seek a new life in the city. I see. But the calamity affected the whole realm, didn't it? It's the same thing happening in the other cities. If the talk is true, yes. Though perhaps our situation is more pronounced. Uldar has a reputation for being prosperous, so it's natural that the refugees would try their luck here first. My heart goes out to them, it truly does. But I'd be lying if I said that I wasn't apprehensive. I hope their presence doesn't foment lawlessness in the city. Well, if things do take a turn for the worse, we always have the immortal flames. I dare say the brass blades would welcome their help. The heroes who fought the Guardian Empire patrolling the streets for riffraff. May well come to that. Impoverished and desperate as they are, you may be sure that some of the refugees will turn to crime. You know what this place is like. If you've no coin, you've no hope. What will become of our city? Not all refugees are bad, mind you. Some are able to find employment and lead honest lives. Dodo Tenderloin. Did I say Toto? I was watching fucking The Wizard of Oz earlier. Dodo Tenderloins! Get your Dodo Tenderloins! Guaranteed cheapest in Thanalan! I know, I'm so excited for that. I'm also excited for the, duty support where you can go in with 2 people, which I think will be great for my husband and I when we're playing just the 2 of us. Thank you for your custom, madam. Please come again. Looking around, you'd think that Uldar was well on its way to recovery. But peer through the veil of prosperity and you'll see no end to the misery and suffering. You should have seen me live messaging the Discord on Friday freaking out. Madam, are you alright? Well, what now? You mean to threaten a defenseless citizen? Well, you saw her buy that meat, you say? That's absurd! Aye, as did I. Leave the poor woman alone, you damnable vulture. Who said that? Is it Thancred? Where is he? I will overlook this, but just this once. Fucker. God bless you, adventurer. If you hadn't come when you did, who knows what that monster might have done. It don't bear thinking about. All's well that ends well. Aye. We meet again. Hello, second best boy. Pray not mistake my intent, for it is always honourable, but I have been watching you ever since you departed Uldar. You played the part of envoy to perfection, confident as a woman on a diplomatic mission should be, yet unfailingly courteous to your betters, and when your travels led you into the midst of danger, you faced it without so much as a flinch. You, my lady, are quite a marvel, and I confess to being quite taken with you. Watch your words, Thancred. Ah, but my lavish praise continues. Most of all, I was struck by your readiness to aid those in need, even when words are all the reward you could expect to receive. Such selflessness is a rare thing in this day and age. All of which leads me to conclude that you are indeed the one whom I have been looking for, an adventurer possessed of a very rare set of qualities. To be sure, your rescue of that damsel in distress was more of a happy accident, but rescue her you did, and that is what matters in the end. I feel I should mention at this point that I also harbour a burning interest in a certain talent of yours. I speak of your visions. You have been experiencing visions, have you not? Well, it just so happens that I know a woman who shares your talent, and can help you to understand it. She and I belong to the same organization, and we should both be delighted beyond words if you would agree to join our cause. Naturally, there are benefits to being part of such a collective. For one, we should be glad to assist you in realizing your potential as an adventurer. You need not give me your answer now. Think upon it, and if you feel moved to help us, as I pray you shall, speak with Momodi, the ever-lovely and youthful mistress of the quicksand. Tell her the scions of the Seventh Dawn had found their woman, and she will tell you where to find us. I love him. Momodi, I met a person, and I really like him. Scenes like that are becoming ever more common, I'm afraid. Don't worry though, if you work hard, you'll be alright. Probably be alright. Saying that, if you ever find yourself in a spot of bother, come and see me. Just don't go pestering me every time you graze your knee, eh? Of course, I do enjoy hearing tell of a gentleman's woes with the women folk from time to time. Ah, Kage! Sorry to keep you waiting. I was just providing guidance to a fresh-off-the carrot adventurer. But gods, it's good to see you safe and well. To look at you, no one would ever guess you had been hard at it with giants in the dark. I never doubted for a moment that you'd succeed, of course, and neither did Papachon, which ain't to say he won't be overjoyed. Oh, before I forget, there's a lass who wants a word with you. Didn't actually know your name, but hearing her description, I knew who she meant right away. Oh, it's you. Thank you for sparing the time. I realise you don't know me, but I've been longing to speak with you for a while now. Okay. My name is Edda. I'm an adventurer like you. I'm not very good at being one, if truth be told. Anyway, I was adventuring with my friends in Gridania I'm sorry. We were in Gridania when the leader of our party was killed. His name was Aver, and he and I were to be wedded in the spring. You may not remember him, but to say that he remembered you would be an understatement. He would sing your praises from dawn to dusk. He saw you for what you are, you see, an adventurer's adventurer, and swore that he would be like you one day. I believe that he would have succeeded, had a fiend not robbed him of the chance. Since that day I've thought long and hard about giving up adventuring. But when I think of the woman you are, of all that you've achieved, I find that I am inspired, just as Aver once was. And so I've decided to start again as an adventurer. I will go back to the village of my birth and begin my training anew. But I wanted to meet you first, to ask you your name. It's Kage. Kage Skino. I shan't forget. Thank you, Kage Skino. I pray that we will meet again. Fare you well. It's really weird saying Japanese names in a British accent. Adventuring can be a cruel, bleeding business. Time was I didn't know why anyone would bother. When they first asked me to take charge of the guild here, I didn't want aught to do with you lot. That would be a right pain in the arse looking after you all. But against my better judgment, I decided to accept the post, and I'm full glad I did. I feel privileged to be a part of your lives. And that goes double for yours, Kage. So, some of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn have showed up and want me to join them or whatever. Eh? What did you say? You want to know about the Scions of the Seventh Dawn? They're beginning to move in earnest, then. Listen, Kage, the Scions ain't no ordinary folk, and the work they do ain't no ordinary work. I know full well how capable you are, but even you would think twice about attempting some of the stuff they do. Knowing that, if you're still certain you want to get involved, I'll tell you what I can. So you wanted to know more then, do you? Well, ain't that a surprise. I swear if I painted certain death on one door and limitless wealth on another, 9 out of 10 adventurers would go through the first and the other bloke wouldn't be able to choose, on account of being all done. Anyway, don't say I didn't warn you. First of all, if you're wondering whether you can trust these Scions of the Seventh Dawn, you can. They're good people who have made it their mission to solve some of Eorzea's most pressing problems. Of course, that ain't no small task, and so they're always looking for dependable individuals to join them. Individuals like you, Kage. Now, I've been given leave to tell you where to find the Scions, but you must promise to keep this information to yourself. As you can probably imagine, it's something Eorzea's enemies would very much like to know. The Scions are headquartered in Vesper Bay, out in western Thanalan. The place you're looking for is called the Waking Sands. Give your name to whoever's at the entrance, and you'll be let in. You're a woman in demand, Kage, and the days ahead promise to be busy. But I hope you won't forget your old friend Momodi. Drop in and tell me how you're faring from time to time, you hear? Right, well, I've said my piece. Off you go. Alright. You're headed to Vesper Bay. I am starting to lose my voice tonight. Really should have refilled my water before stream started. Oh well. Jesus, what the fuck was that? Oh, someone's mount. I was like, there's nothing that big here. I don't want to join the fate. Go away. Oh god, I forgot how much I hate going to Vesper Bay. Such a long run. I want my mount. Ugh, I'm so close yet so far. I'm almost to the right level, but there's still story bits that I have to do before I can join a grand company. Tataru! I love her, she's adorable. Look at her, she's so cute. Deep in the desert of my heart, a lonely flower blooms, yearning for the heavens above to quench my thirst for you. Tra-la-la-la-la-la. She's so cute. I can't. Ah! I would thank you not to sneak up on me like that. Now please be advised that this is private property. Unless you have pertinent business here, I must ask you to... Thancred asked me to come here. Here at the behest of Thancred? My sincerest apologies. May I have your name? It's Kage. Kage Skino. Kage Skino. Ah, here you are. I bid you welcome to the Waking Sands, headquarters of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. I can't get my voice high enough for Tatar. My name is Tataru, and I look forward to assisting you during your time with us. The antecedent is within the Solar. I shall let her know to expect you. I just can't do high-pitched voices anymore. I'm too old. Can barely sing soprano notes anymore. I take it you are Kage Skino. Tataru sent the word that you had arrived. Lady Minfilia is eagerly awaiting your coming. This way, if you please. Oh god, and now we're getting to my least favorite voice actor.
So you're the adventurer of whom I've heard so much.
This voice actress doesn't know how to emote.
Well met, friend. My name is Minfilia, and I lead the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. I have awaited your coming. Please, be at ease. You are among friends here. No doubt you are ripe to burst with questions. But have patience. All will be revealed in time. First, let me begin by telling you who we are and what we do. We are the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, an order that transcends political boundaries. Our single objective is the preservation of the future of Eorzea. Among our gravest concerns
She's trying
are the
so
godlike
hard with that
beings
accent.
known as the Primals. Their existence is a bane upon Eorzea, nay, the world at large, and we have striven to find a lasting solution to the threat they pose. Our order is home to a number of individuals who, like you, possess a rare and special talent. This talent takes various forms, but one holds particular interest for us. Tell me, have you ever experienced a sudden, inexplicable loss of consciousness?
Several times, actually.
Have you ever had the sensation of being pulled away from reality? Felt as though you were hovering in space? A mind without a body?
Several times, actually.
All these things are the manifestations of your talent. Yours is the power to transcend the boundaries of the soul. A power known as the Echo. The Echo allows you to pass through the walls of a man's soul and hear the resonations of his past. You will be there in his memories and see things as he saw them. You may even interact with that which you see, though you cannot change the outcome of events. For another blessing, the Echo will enable you to know a man's mind even if you cannot comprehend his words. In short, the Echo is a truly extraordinary power, and this power is strong within you. It is only a shame that we cannot use it whensoever we choose. That's right. I too possess the Echo. With that established, let us return to the subject of the Primals. So long as they exist, the realm cannot take so much as a single step towards true peace. Measures must be taken. Measures which transcend boundaries, be they of faction, race, language, or creed. And to do so, the Scions require the aid of those with our talent. Make no mistake, the Echo will be instrumental in dealing with the primal threat. Without it, we cannot hope to save the realm. I know not what it is you desire for yourself, nor what it was that first brought you to Eorzea. But I firmly believe that the power we possess was given to us for a purpose. Why else would the gods entrust man with a gift so extraordinary, if not to have him use it? And so I implore you, lend us your power.
Oh, okay. I forgot the voice acting just randomly cuts off in the middle of cutscenes in ARR. Naturally, your aid will not go unrewarded. We are fortunate to have a number of influential allies, and at a word from me they will gladly afford you certain privileges that might otherwise be denied you. The right to employ retainers, for example. Are you familiar with them? They are individuals who may be relied upon to manage your assets and belongings on your behalf. The papers you requested, my lady. Thank you, Tataru. The pleasure is mine, my lady. By way of a welcoming gift, I have taken the liberty of adding your name to the retainers registry. As of now, you are entitled to employ the services of a retainer. You will need to consult a retainer advocate regarding the particulars of this arrangement, but believe me when I say that retainers will prove invaluable to you in your adventuring endeavors. Let this gesture serve as evidence of our commitment to do all in our power to facilitate your personal objectives. In return, we ask that you aid us to the fullest extent of your talents. A mutually beneficial relationship, I am sure you will agree, and one which serves the greater good besides. Well, that was a veritable lecture, was it not? Forgive me, but it is important that all concerned are aware of what is expected of them. Now you know our purpose and what we can offer you, I invite you to consider joining us. When you have come to a decision, you may tell me without fear of censure. In good faith, I shall entrust you with our order's password, which our members use to reach one another when afield. When afraid too, apparently. It is Wild Rose. Pray keep it safe. Oh, we're level 25. We can take on the next... Oh, hi, Lucina. We Scions have but one objective, to safeguard the future of Eorzea. Among our gravest concerns are the godlike beings known as the Primals. Long have we striven to find a lasting solution to the threats they pose. I know not what it is you desire for yourself, nor what it was that first brought you to Eorzea. But I firmly believe that the power we possess was given to us for a purpose. Pray consider this when you give me your answer, Kage. I will go whither the wild rose blooms.
I take it you will help us. Wonderful! I knew you wouldn't let us down. But come, I would introduce you to your friends in the Order. Tell me, does the name Sharlayan ring any bells?
Sharlayan?
It used to be one of Eorzea's 6 city-states, and was situated in the northwest of Aldenard. The Sharlayans were the keepers of wisdom both old and new. Their mastery over magic and ether was unsurpassed, and even the Garleans knew to fear them. Among their number, there were a noble few who devoted their lives to safeguarding the future of Eorzea. When the realm began its descent into chaos, and their countrymen fled for the motherland, they alone chose to remain here. These noble men and women were called the Archons. Those same brave souls stand before you now. The masked woman is Ida, and beside her is Popolimo. The two are charged with surveying the Twelveswood.
Hello there.
Oh god, Ida's old voice.
Welcome. Okay, my turn to introduce someone. That there is Thancred.
He is our man here in Ulda, Jewel of the Desert.
Welcome to the team.
Taliesin.
I never doubted that you'd come. If I may, the lovely maiden beside me is named Y'shtola. Limsa Lominsa has the pleasure of being under her care.
Greetings. Last but not least is Urianger, who presides over all affairs within these halls. Pray seek him out whenever you have questions.
Dawn may banish even the darkest night.
Hello, Gideon Emery.
The words of a dear friend. I am glad of our meeting.
At the Battle of Carteneau, our leader was taken from us. But we did not stray from our purpose. We sought out Minfilia and others with her talent, and together
again, Lucina.
established the Scions of the Seventh
Are you
Dawn.
trying to tell me something, kitty cat?
Along with the Archons, those blessed with the Echo play a pivotal role in our endeavor to forge a brighter tomorrow for the realm. Oh, I should also introduce you to Tataru, our clerk. She ensures that everything runs smoothly.
Pleased to make your acquaintance.
God,
In
Tataru's
time,
old voice.
I hope you will come to think of us as family. But without further ado, I would assign you your first task. Urianger, have the documents arrived from the students of Baldessian?
Aye, my lady. They arrived but recently.
We have received a request for aid from the Immortal Flames. Thancred, would you do the honors?
It would be my pleasure. Some days ago, a crystal caravan registered to Amagina and Sons Mineral Concern was waylaid and divested of its cargo. But there is more. Within a bell of the robbery, several people were reported missing from the shantytown outside the city.
All I can hear is Percy.
At a glance, one would assume the involvement of bandits, kidnappers, and coincidence. Such crimes are hardly uncommon, and the Immortal Flames deal with their like almost every day. However, this time we have reason to believe that a primal is involved.
Aye. The evidence left behind implicates the Emolja, who are known worshippers of Ifrit. If we then consider the objects that were taken, there is no room left for doubt. The crimes were committed in the name of a primal.
That you may better understand the nature of our struggle with the primals, I would have you play the leading role in this investigation. You have my thanks. If there is aught you wish to know, I recommend you speak with Thancred. He is well versed in the affairs of Ulda.
Ever at your service, fair lady.
Be careful with those words, Thancred. Unfortunately, we are out of time, and that is where we're going to stop for tonight, guys. I'm probably going to take a break from FF14 this week with the patch dropping on Tuesday. Just because it's going to be crowded, people are going to be running all the other stuff, it's going to be harder to get into dungeons with people because they're going to be all focused on the new content. So, this week, we've got some exciting stuff coming up. I will see you guys on Tuesday. Schedule will be up tomorrow. But in the meantime, matane!